Hi, my name is Ritesh. Welcome to another edition of Hands On. Today's short video is also inspired by the reviews of many experts who have criticized the rear view camera on the Jimny, as they said that the resolution is poor, it's cheap quality, it's Chinese, etc. etc. I will show you once again that it's a piece of well engineered equipment and not some quick fix gizmo. First things first, Jimny is actually the only car amongst its so called peers, competitors that actually gets the rear view camera as standard fitment. It's not even offered on the others. I also want to say, if I'm not wrong, the same camera is used in the other Maruti cars like Baleno, Fronx, Grand Vitara, etc., with minor tweaks as per the vehicle shape and dimensions. So, this video may be useful for owners of these cars as well. And today, especially for you, we are going to use a two camera setup so that you can see what's going on the outside as I explain on the inside. So I do hope that you enjoy and appreciate that. Okay, first of all, let's look at the outside, the location and the setup. So it's a four sensor setup and a camera on the rear bumper. The camera sits in the center just above the number plate, and its position is such that it's looking down. So, one of the most important things to keep in mind is that this camera, like any other camera set up in similar SUVs, can only show you the obstacles at the ground level, right? So, it is not looking up, it is looking down, which means that there can be and will be obstacles above that level, like a tree branch or an extended window or a window AC fitted into the wall, anything of that sort. So, this is clearly to assist you, but you cannot completely depend on this camera and reverse solely on that. You need to use your ORVMs and the rear view mirror in conjunction with it to reverse safely. So, that said, let's come to the camera itself now. You can see the resolution is not 4K, but it's not bad either. And let me show you, like always, I found a cool feature that I haven't seen in any other car that I have driven before. So you can actually change the resolution of the screen to suit the surroundings, lighting, or your personal preferences. So you see this settings icon here at the bottom right of the screen. If you press that, you can change the brightness, contrast, saturation, and even the tint according to your preferences. So what you're seeing now is what I had set, so I can see better in low light also. So let me show you how this works. So here you can see the reset button, and now you can see the default setting on the camera, and it does look slightly dull, but you can change it now to whatever you want. So I am decreasing the brightness, increasing the contrast, and also increasing the saturation and the tint so that I can see the colors better. So now you can see the display looks very different, much richer from the default option. So already looking better now, experts to note. Okay, so now let's look at all the lines that you see on your screen now. First, these purple lines. These lines are the width of the Jimny. Here the width means that it is slightly more, that is wider than the width of the car, and that is including the rear view mirrors as well. So if you stay within the purple lines, the path is clear for the Jimny to pass as far as you can see the ground. I think it's quite smart. Now, if you look at last line, which is the green or the blue line based on the saturation of the tint you set, is the 2 meter mark or the 6.5 feet mark. The yellow is your 1 meter mark, so approximately 3.3 feet, and the red is your 0.5 meter mark. This is where your car will start beeping continuously. So I don't know if you have figured out this orange dotted box yet. For me, this is one of the most interesting features of this camera. So here you see the camera mounted, and this is my number plate on both sides. So you see this shape. Now this once again is a nice touch of Japanese engineering. This is the shape of the car above the camera. And this protrusion, that the outermost protrusion, is the spare wheel that is mounted on the back, and this other line below the spare wheel line is the bumper line, as the camera is mounted inside the number plate cavity, so there is a little bit of overhang of the bumper on top. Very smart, I think. Very interestingly portrayed, and gives the driver a great sense of where the rear wheel is in comparison to the obstacle at the back. Now I want you to tell me in comments if you knew this already or if this is new information. So let me show you how this works. So we are going to reverse. So this was the blue line at the 2 meter mark. So we are standing in front of a wall, and where the blue line is the 2 meter mark. And now as we reverse, the yellow line is at the wall, which is the 1 meter mark. And that is when the sensors actually start beeping intermittently, telling you that you are 1 meter away from colliding. Now if we reverse further, we are at the red line, that is the wall is only 0.5 meters away, and that is only 1.5 feet. So the sensors are beeping continuously, asking you to stop. Please also note at this point how clear and rich the resolution is. So it is actually a pretty good camera. I hope this short video did help you see the reverse or the rear view camera in its new light. And as you can also see that it takes a lot of research to find these hidden gems, and a lot of work goes behind the scenes for planning and executing. Therefore, if you have enjoyed this content, please do subscribe to my channel Hands On. You'll be surprised to know that only 1% of the people who watch the channel have subscribed. The other 99% haven't. Also follow me on Instagram at Hands On with Babbar. In my true style, staying with the topic, if you keep looking and obsessing over the past, you will miss the gift of today, aptly called the present. I can also tell you, I will see you soon and with a much awaited video. So stay tuned, like, share, and subscribe once again. Bye.